Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fencer Princess, SoundCloud, SoundClick. Sure. Instagram, TTONE202. And don't forget to check out my album Just Right There. It's on Spotify. Just look up Tone Just Right There. Anyway, this is another Stolen Valor video. Pretty much a rebut to what's been going on the internet. Because, listen, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Uh, let's do it like this. I was in the Army. All right, I was in the Army. I was in 32nd AdCom AAD, and then I was in Big Red 1 in Kansas. I started off in Fort Riley, Kansas. This is where I did my basic training. My MOS was a 94B. So, I did my time. I did 3 years in the service. I'm a Desert Storm veteran, but I stayed stateside during the war, and I got out shortly after the war began, but I'm still a wartime veteran. I actually tried to go to war. Uh, so that's out the way. So let's look at some of you guys who are walking around with these stolen valor videos and questioning people who have on BDUs, battle dress uniforms, or just saying that they did something one or the other. Then you guys walk up to them and you approach them, and then you try to embarrass them by saying they never served in the service. I don't have a problem with when a guy has on a uniform and he is benefiting some kind of way. I don't have a problem with you guys going and checking that dude because he's wrong. He's either getting money. There's guys claiming that they're Navy SEALs and they're not. These guys are getting money by saying they're doing this. They're starting their own security firms and all this other stuff, and they're doing it off of lies. Yeah, go after that dude. But this dude who's just, in a bus station and he says that he served in the service or he's in a McDonald's or whatever and he said that he served and he did all this stuff and he really didn't do it. Guess what, you guys? That's not stolen valor. It's morally stolen valor, but according to the stolen valor law, which is amendment in 2012 by Obama, uh, you guys need to read that. A lot of you guys have never read the stolen valor law, and I got into it with some young punk yesterday who was selling big wolf tickets on the internet, and I'm like, listen, you want to meet up because you talking about beating me up and what you gonna do to me and all this other stuff, and I ain't never served and I'm just to this to that. And I was like, well, let's meet so this 49-year-old can put your whole face in the dirt because you talking that Marine jarhead crap. Listen, I appreciate the Marines. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them. I appreciate every branch of the service. But I don't appreciate when you come up to me and tell me that I'm not a veteran because I don't go after these stolen valor guys. You guys don't understand the law. I go after somebody who is abusing stolen valor and getting money for it and getting food and some of that. And sometimes food, I don't really, I'm like, that dude's hungry. I can understand hunger. I can. Now, somebody just abusing it, yeah, but somebody who's hungry and they're doing whatever they can to eat. I've been homeless, so I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not going to go and crack that dude in the head. Hell, I might buy him a sandwich, tell him that, okay, you wrong, but I'm going to buy you a sandwich. But you guys who are going around and just berating these people and then saying you have friends that died, I always want to question some of you guys who come off with the same line. I got friends that died. I'm like, who died? What friend do you have that died? Because I actually had a friend that died. You know what I'm saying? I actually had some people in my company that rolled out in Big Red 1. One of these guys got his leg blown off. The other one got his head blown off in Desert Storm. And I'm like, who do you know that died? Okay? So that's all I'm saying, man. Like, don't ever come at me and question my credentials because I did my time. No, I did my bivouac. I did my service. Don't ever question me. I had a guy come up to my house talking about I was a communist because this lady wanted to hang a flag outside of her apartment building in the news and everything was down there because the apartment building said, we don't want you to hang American flag out there. It's the apartment rules is what I question. I'm like, well, we'll see what's going to happen because, it's the apartment's rules. They own this land. They can say what they don't want on it or not. So he was like, are you a communist? I hit that guy twice in the face in front of his mother. All right. I tried to knock his damn block off. Don't ever question my service. Ever question my service. I've been through it. I went through it. The mud, the dirt, the guns, all that. Paragon trails, whatever. I did that. I was stationed in Germany. I did that. Out in Darmstadt, Germany. That's what 32nd AdCom AAD is. I was there. I was in Fort Riley, Kansas. I did that. Don't ever question my service. All right. You know what I'm saying? Because we can take it to the street if you want to. We can get in the ring and box it out, or we can get right on the concrete and do the damn thing. And if I lose, I'll lose with pride. You'll know that I hit you. All right? I'm not afraid of nobody. So let's just get that straight. You Stolen Valor guys, read the Stolen Valor Act. It is not a crime for somebody to say they did something as long as they are not receiving benefits. This is what the Stolen Valor Act says. Why? Because it's freedom of speech. I can go out and say I was a parachute jumper. I served in a bunch of wars I never served in. I was in UDT, which I was never in the Navy. I can go, well, the point is I can make these lies up. And, Don Shipley, I like Don Shipley. But like I said, some of these guys who are not benefiting from them, you cannot go and question these guys. You can question these guys, but they're not breaking the law is what I'm saying. Yes, morally it's wrong. Don and his wife, you guys are doing a great job. I love what you guys are doing. But I see a bunch of guys walking up to people and question them, and sometimes they get it wrong. Sometimes that dude really did serve in the service. So that's all I'm saying. Uh, I like watching the Stolen Valor videos. I don't have a problem, but don't ever question me when I'm about my service, when I'm simply saying you need to read the law. All right? It's your boy Tone, so to him out.